Before you share your work, there's a moment that no one prepares you for. It's not excitement, it's vulnerability and the fear of being seen without being well received. Welcome to the Healthy, Wealthy, Wise Artist podcast, where artists of all kinds come to fuel their passion, sharpen their skills, and thrive in their creative lives. I'm your host, Lara Bianca Pilcher, life and creativity coach and fellow artist, here to support you on your artistic journey. Whether you're a performer, writer, visual artist, or any kind of artist, this is the space for real talk, practical advice, and inspiring stories. Subscribe and join us each week for more inspiration and actionable insights to fuel your artistry. Let's dive in and get inspired. Welcome to the Healthy, Wealthy, Wise Artist podcast. I'm Lara Bianca Pilcher, life and creativity coach, professional performer, and author of Audacious Artistry. This week's episode is for the artist standing right before the launch, like me right now, whether that's a book, a performance, a post, an audition, or a body of work you've been holding close, because sharing your art isn't just a logical step. It's an emotional one. And no one really tells you what happens inside yourself when you go public. And I know this, I'm walking it right now because my book, Audacious Artistry, is literally about to launch at the end of next month. And I want to just say, if you're navigating visibility, identity, or the quiet fear of being overlooked, this is exactly what my new book, Audacious Artistry, Reclaim Your Creative Identity and Thrive in a Saturated World, explores how artists can stay grounded, confident, and creatively alive, especially when the world, as we know, is so noisy and attention feels scarce. And you can pre-order this at larabiancapilcher.com/book. Just an invitation to walk this season with more support. It comes with a free group study at that same site, and you can grab a couple friends and walk through together, go through 9 to 10 weeks together of walking through the coaching exercises in the book in order to really move yourself and move the needle in your artistic life. So, here's what no one tells you about sharing your art. The hardest part isn't making the work. That can be really hard. I know, I've walked it. It's actually releasing it. I see this with dancers stepping back into class or actors posting a self-tape clip. Maybe you're a writer and you're hitting publish or submit, or a visual artist finally sharing the piece that you labored over in silence and wondering, what will people think? Because once your work is out there, it no longer belongs to just you. And suddenly your nervous system starts asking very dangerous questions like, what if no one responds? And what if they don't get it? And what if they like someone else's work more? And what if someone writes a horrible review? This is where artists confuse visibility with verdict, because silence starts to feel like rejection, or comparison starts to feel like proof of something you're deeply already believing about yourself that's a lie. And that's when sharing stops feeling brave and starts feeling risky. Now, psychologically, this moment is loaded. There's been so many times I've stood on the edge of the stage feeling like in fight, flight, like my nervous system is like on complete overdrive. I've rehearsed, I know I've got a great piece, but then going out is so vulnerable to actually perform in front of the crowd, or whatever context it is for you. Because when you share your work, your brain reads it as social exposure. And as artists, we do this to ourselves over and over again. But the same circuitry involved is in the rejection, sensitivity, and belonging. And that's why launches feel physical, tight chest, shallow breath, nerves, anxiety, maybe checking metrics too often on your phone. But here's the truth most artists miss. Your nervous system doesn't care whether you're launching a book or performing or posting a sketch. It only cares whether you feel safe. And safety actually doesn't come from applause. Now, validation stabilizes your mood. Those wonderful applause that you're like, that's nice, that feels good. But identity stabilizes your art. It's your sense of worth. And if your sense of worth is waiting on the response, the launch, the success, it'll always feel the launch, the performing, the getting your work out there is always going to feel really dangerous. But when identity leads, when you know why you made the work and who you are as a person and as an artist, sharing work becomes an act of completion, not a performance that you're using to receive that sense of safety. I'll be real with you. My book is a month, probably about a month away. This week I held my actual first author copies, hard copy. It felt amazing. But I also had this overwhelming feeling of vulnerability, which is completely normal. And I know that as we're talking about. But I'm like, what if someone writes a bad review? What if people tear shreds off me? But then I reminded myself of the very things that I'm teaching. And it's important to remember this, that it's natural to have that threat response, but then ground yourself in the truth that, hey, you finished your work. Hey, you got a traditional publishing deal, Lara. Your book's in the world. Lara, you've had an editor work with you. You've had a cover designer. You've had a team of people say yes to this. And there's always going to be people that tear shreds. But there is evidence there that you have completed something and put yourself out there, and you are enough, no matter what the outcome from here. So if this is resonating, I want to offer you something supportive and practical. I've created a free on-demand 30-minute video artist momentum reset masterclass. It's called Stop Begging for Scraps, and it's a video you can watch in your own time. It's designed for artists who are tired of waiting for permission, tired of feeling like you're chasing scraps of recognition or worth, and ready to create from a steadier sense of self. It's no live call, no pressure, just you and your notebook and the video. Just coaching that you can take at your own pace, and you can access it at larabiancapilcher.com/masterclass. Now, here's the reframe I want you to hold before you share your work next time. Your work doesn't need instant responses to be meaningful. It actually needs completion. A launch isn't a verdict. It's not a forever. It's not an identity. It's a doorway. Some doors open loudly, others open quietly and lead further than you expect. If you can stay present through the quiet, you build the resilience required for longevity as an artist, and that matters far more than a spike of attention. So this week for your creative spark, that's the little coaching exercise I give in every episode. Before you share your work this week, say this to yourself like a little mantra. I'm offering this from worth, not waiting to earn it. I'm offering this from worth, not waiting to earn it. And one quick note, if you're also navigating creativity alongside relationships or partnership or emotional connection, marriage, I host another podcast with my husband called Marriage, Intimacy and Healing. And it's a space for honest conversations about closeness, communication, and staying connected through the pressures and seasons of life. And you can find it wherever you listen to podcasts, Marriage, Intimacy and Healing. Thank you for being here with me, friends, and for the courage it takes to share what matters to you. Next week, we'll keep building this foundation because sharing your art isn't about proving yourself. It's about staying with yourself. Follow Healthy, Wealthy, Wise Artists, subscribe, leave a review, share the episodes. It helps me to reach more people and help more people so that you don't miss what's coming next and they get to join this community of audacious artists, reclaiming our creative identity and thriving in a saturated world. And as always, I'm with you on the journey, friends. Bye for now. Thank you for tuning in to the Healthy, Wealthy, Wise Artist podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe so you'll never miss an inspiring conversation or actionable insight. You can read the show notes and learn more at larabiancapilcher.com. And be sure to share this episode with fellow artists who could use a little extra inspiration. Until next time, keep creating, stay audacious, and remember, your artistry matters.